A union break for a second. I'm going to play you a couple things by myself here. So. And then he could come back and redeem us after I drop the ball here. That could happen a little bit from now. My first album came out when I was 19 years old in 1977, which was 4 or 5 years ago. And it got a nice write-up in Rolling Stone magazine, but nobody in Belmont, Mississippi was reading Rolling Stone magazine. They said some nice stuff in People magazine, a little blurb, but there wasn't a picture. If you weren't sitting under a hairdryer in my hometown and there wasn't a picture, you didn't notice that either. New York Times wrote a glowing review that might as well have been in a different language. And I was doing okay in the rest of the country. I had some stuff going. I was selling records in Atlanta. I was getting to go around and play open shows for some of my heroes. John Prine, Steve Goodman, Randy Newman, Leon Redbone, Ry Cooder, Jerry Jeff Walker, Willie Nelson, and then Jimmy Buffett, as it turns out. So I was learning at the feet of masters. It was unbelievable what I was getting to do. But I couldn't get anything going in my hometown. Nothing. Nada. Until I wrote this song that I'm about to play for you now. This song got me a write-up in Progressive Farmer magazine. And they sang it at Farm Aid. And my aunts and uncles got on that party line telephone and said, well, you know what, Mac, he may be all right after all, you know. And the reason I got the write-up and the reason that they sing it at Farm Aid on occasion is because I just have a heart for farmers. My family were displaced farmers. My dad was a school teacher because he couldn't make a living farming, and my mom was a gospel piano player because she couldn't make a living farming. And I just believe in the last 2 or 3 generations, we Americans have come to look at everything just strictly economically, just dollars and cents. And you can't measure farming that way. It's a noble endeavor that we've been after for a long time. Put a seed in the ground, look after it, tend to, and share what comes from it. And that's what I tried to talk about in this little song. It's called Cafe on the Corner. I appreciate you letting me do my little unasked for sermon here at the beginning of it. But I just happen to think farmers are undervalued, and I'm trying to raise it up a little bit. At the cafe down on the corner, with a lost look on his face, there ain't no fields to plow, no reason to now. He's just a little out of place. They say crime don't pay, but neither does farming these days. And the coffee is cold, and he's 50 years old, and he's got to learn to live some other way. At the cafe down on the corner, with a lost look on his face, there ain't no field to plow. He's wishing tables now, they're just a little out of place. And the meek shall inherit the earth, and the bank shall repossess it. And this job don't pay half what it's worth, but it's a thankful man that gets it. At the cafe down on the corner, with a lost look on his face. There ain't no fields to plow, he's wishing for one now, and he's just a little out of place. These soldiers without wars, hometown boys without a home, farmers without fields, dealers without deals, and they sit here drinking coffee all alone at the cafe down on the corner with a lost look on their face. There ain't no fields to plow, but they still remember how they're just a little out of place. Thank you. One for the farmers there.